Yeah, bro. Today is the offer up special. Offer up special. My favorite joke right now I'm gonna make is American Standard toilet. Where's the American Standard toilet? American Standard toilet. Bro, I found the ultimate legendary item of the day. The American Standard toilet, guys. Guys, we're gonna do some more research. Today we're gonna look for Samsung 10. No, it's a Samsung Galaxy 10. You got it wrong. You dare mistake phones like that. It's a Samsung 10. No, it's a Galaxy 10. How about just Android 10? How about Android 10? No, sorry, I keep breathing on the microphone. Subwoofer! Big subwoofer. Let's go rim for a subwoofer. ThinkPad laptop. Ooh. Fresno, California. How about I look for some nice, just GPUs? This is one I'm considering buying. RX 5600 XT. That's a pretty good looking one. Now they say like GPUs are pretty cheap on OfferUp. I'm like, yes they are. Except this one. That's called a scalper. That's a scalper's GPU, not our GPU. That's a scalper's GPU. Like, not to brag or anything, but this is what my CPU looks like. Now, right now, I can get them for about $400. I got mine for $320. And this packaging. If I have my webcam on right now, software for it, you could be like, here's my webcam. That's not how my processor looked. That's not how my CPU looks. That's not how an i9 looks. 9900K. That's an Xeon processor. Think I'm stupid, man? Gigabytes per second. Oh yeah, see, that's not a 9900K. They just photoshopped it on there. You can see where they cut and paste the logo. I can see it, like some residue left around the edge of the logo. So yeah, this is a fake i9. How are they still selling fake Intels? See, look, that's not my processor. I have the older version. I have this one, the 9900K, but not the KF. I just have the K. K is better than the KF. I don't have the KS. The KS is like $800, so. And then my motherboard, it's an Aorus. This is my motherboard. But that's pretty used. That's very used. Why is it missing one of the covers? It's missing one of the covers. Mine has that cover still. I took it off, but my M.2 is right there. It's kind of weird.
I've been on Noon for 4.
Bazooka-zan.
Are you over 25?
Watch with this audio. 32-bit.
Drop your auto insurance rate to as low as $19.
32-bit audio makes this audio sound like it's 8-bit. It sounds like 8. It sounds like 12-bit audio. It's not 16. It's 12-bit. Not my audio. You want me to boost my freaking mic up or turn the boost down? Here we go, super boosty, less boosty, pretty boosty, not boosty at all. Let's do this boosty right here. Mic. Headphone power, so like, you know, your speakers. This is the amp. I have an amp. Like I can change the amp settings. 32-bit like I was saying. Normal laptops, they do 24-bit. The MacBook is audio level. And then this is my computer. Desktops go pretty high. Time. Can I change the bass of my audio on my mic? Doing 24-bit audio now. There we go. Yep. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? I think it's an improvement. Improvement, guys. Improvement. Improvement. Okay. eBay, they're switching to some for $400. You serious? Mine was $200 on like Amazon Prime Day. And that's how it looks like stock. Mine's got RGB too, so I mean you can change all those colors on this. That's RGB, that's RGB, that's RGB, and that's RGB. And there's also RGB headers on it, so you can plug in like RGB stuff onto it. Now this is a competitor to my CPU. It still costs more, but it's not as fast. That takes less power. That's a good thing. Let's see how much power my thing using right now. 80 watts of one core. Yeah, thanks to the new power supply, I can do stupid stuff. Oh, just when I'm done to 17. That's like 2 laptops. I just used the power of 2 laptops just to power the CPU. Two lower end laptops, you know. Not like the ones with the i7s in them. Which still don't even compare to my CPU on this motherboard. Okay, let's go back to OfferUp. Starting to OfferUp. Where's OfferUp? Come on! Yeah, the fake i7, the fake i5. I'm just gonna look for old PC parts. I was thinking about getting this GPU as well, look. That's a 770. This is an old GPU from like 2013, but it's a higher end one. It actually beats my GPU in bandwidth somehow. And mine's like from 2016. Where's a good motherboard? Oh, we found an HP Intel Core i5 4th Gen Windows 8. Is it a K or is it not? Just kidding. Didn't really say that in laptops. The $3,000 laptops are overclockable. The non-$3,000 or $2,000 ones are not. I tried that on my cheaper laptop, like a cheap laptop. Didn't really work. You're going to change like, do you want virtual machines? On or off. This is a year ago, and this is kind of funny. I could give them the motherboard right now, and it'd be like, I want a better GPU than that. Can you give me a better GPU than that? I want like a 570, 560, or GTX 1050 at least. It's an X series! Man, capable with VR experience! Dude, I don't do VR like nothing. Dead laptop motherboard. I think it's dead because that one thing's bent.
Fast. I actually just had it happen the other day when I was walking into Starbucks. Some guy.
Bro, what's this ad?
How do you have such such a good body. And instead of
That's weird. So anyways. Hey, it's an R7. 360. 360. That's way too much money. No, actually, it's not. It's a lower end Z390. I got like the second and top end Z390 motherboards out there. The Aurora Ultra, and then you got the Aurora Master, which is insane. It's got even more RGB on it. Man, like, what am I listening to? It's Europe from Europe. Is that my old? That's not a gaming motherboard. What are you saying? That's worse than my old motherboard. Look how many like power stages it got. 1, 2, 3, 4. My old one had 6, and then my new one actually has like 13. 13 versus 4. I mean. Intel chip. No, Intel chip. What the frick do you mean by Intel chip? That's the Intel chip right there, dude. That's the Intel chip. Known as the chipset. That's a CPU. It got Corsair RAM. It's an i3. That's the very low end. Okay, let's get some more stuff. That's a pretty good price for a Lexus. Heated vest! Heated vest! That's a knockoff if I've ever seen one. It just says entertainment system on it. Why am I paying $85 for a keyboard? You wanna see what a PC keyboard that's actually really cool looks like? From the same company that made my headset. These are about the same price as that Magic keyboard you just saw. I mean, which is cooler? I mean, the Magic keyboard looks nicer, honestly. But I mean, if you could pay like, let's say $35 more, you get one with like an actual LED screen on it. They like give some stuff on. So I mean, and mechanical switches too. They're not like little flat keys. What's this? Indoor AC unit. And this is some crazy stuff we're looking at here. Crash Bandicoot.
the best way to burn fat is with
No, it's not this ad again.
And I'm being serious because there's
Or this one. This is a good one. I just played this on the last stream I did. But you can't really hear it. Because my mic was on the wrong thing. My microphone. Small laptop. What does a small laptop have in it? It's a Toshiba. With an Intel 6th gen CPU, I can kind of tell. These people gonna tell you what the specs are on it. Patricia is selling a non-CPU laptop. We're not gonna give any directions to what CPU it has. I know there's options for every laptop that they make, like Lenovo and Toshiba and everybody else makes. There's options. There's options. I need about 360. That's way too much money. That's way too much money. Dude, that laptop costs just as much as my desktop, and I'm talking about like high-end computer parts. This thing has a worse CPU than my desktop, guaranteed. I know the 9th gen. That's a 9th gen or 8th gen sticker. 7th gen, I think, had like the black ones, the cool-looking black ones. The 10th generation had these silver ones. Like, let's go to Intel's website and you can see. I spelled it wrong. I just like to search software, you know, because that's what I use. I use Intel software. That's not Intel. Let's just search. This is Intel.com. That's the sticker for 9th gen CPUs. See, that's my CPU right there. That's the sticker that comes with in the package. Up to 5 gigahertz, you got 16 megabytes of cache. Not a whole lot of cache for a CPU, since they're Intels. They're like, everybody, they're worse than AMD CPUs. Generally, they are. Generally. What else? What did I find? Oh my gosh, the Honda CR-V! It's Shrek! It's Shrek, dude! I need to play Shrek on here, but then I get copyright checked on YouTube, so I have to do it on Twitch only. Lawman's basketball shoes. They're really vague. AirPods. Old school TV. Oh, bro, I need that. CRT TV. My motherboard would probably support that. Oh, just kidding, it wouldn't. My graphics card, no. I got rid of my old motherboard. I actually still have my old motherboard, so I just swap it out for like the older power supply. And I'd actually have a working TV like that. And I bet you the ports on that motherboard are so old, they would work on that. Yes, they are. They're DVI and VGA ports from like the 1990s and stuff. 1990s, 1980s, kind of TV display ports. That's who they are. You'd be surprised how long PC hardware had those ports. They had them in 2016, so that gives you some time. Think how outdated computers kind of were. All consoles, they didn't even have DVI ports in 2013. 2016, Radeon, which is the graphics card I have, there's a higher end version of my graphics card that has the DVI port on it from the same manufacturer. And if you're like, what's a DVI port? That's what a DVI port is. That's not the end of a DVI port, but the other end is. That's what my motherboard had. And that's what the 2016 graphics cards had, was that. They did not look nearly as good as DisplayPorts. And DisplayPorts are early HDMI. What's the point of this? I don't understand that. Talking about take PC case. That is pretty freaking old. I kinda want one of those. I mean, honestly, look at it. How many racks does it have? Dear gosh. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's not. Icon did it wrong. That's 6, and then that's 3, so it equals 9. 9 status / hard drive racks. That is insane. 9 storage devices you can put in that desktop. That's meant for like school PCs and stuff. Like work computers, office PCs. That's not a gaming PC. There's not enough ventilation, I don't think. That doesn't look like LGA 1151, which is what my motherboard is. That looks like a very early version of it, but like what in the world? Ninth gen socket CPU. What is the person trying to do? Kill it? That one has more than 9th gen GPU. Even with the BIOS update, I don't even think. Maybe the BIOS update. Look how old that thing is. It's blue. It's blue. Like, this is Sweden. This is Swedish music. I fix iPhones! Before we post a picture of, like, McLaren. Bro, that's my car, dude. Is this a good mark for value? No, it's not. 430, that's how many watts my old one had. Now my new one has like 1,000 watts. I mean, that's like a good deal. It's decent. Now, how about I search some weird stuff? So, like, cars. It's a Dodge Charger RT Scat Pack Sled. I'm in sedan. I said, oh my gosh, I thought it was something else. That's creepy. Anybody want a fast car for $2,400? How much is this car sold for? 17,000.
Your personal guide to the world of
Sentra! I made fun of somebody owning this car and like vandalizing. I think they're vandalizing WAMs. Now this one just sounds depressed. That just sounds depressed. They're just going through all those.
I've been on Noom for 4 months. I've lost.
Dang, Divine Love, bro. Now what's this? 2011 Nissan Sentra. I was making fun of them for having one of those. I'm like, dude, that's a cheap car. Guess how much their car cost? $6,000. Yeah. And I mean, they bought it. It's their fault they bought a car that depreciates like that. Originally, it was like $15,000. 15. I'm pretty sure. $20,000. I think it was like 20. Nissans depreciate like garbage. If everybody knows. Every Nissan depreciates, except really the GTRs. Infant car seat! Don't buy a used car seat. Are you trying to kill my kid? That car seat's way too expensive. Car seat, brand new in condition, looks like. Too young for love, my baby. I want to see my core voltage? Maxed. Almost maxed. Maxed. Unlimited voltage. I took the thermal throttling off, so now it gets very hot. 83 degrees Celsius. Reach the maximum 100. That's like max off the chart. My thermal solution isn't too good. That's why I had to take the throttling off. Okay, so yeah. Ever seen old software look? You want to see how old software looks? Here's what some old software looks like. Sapphire, I have to use the older version because it doesn't work on the new versions. So we're gonna go here and then we're gonna load. Look at that. Decent numbers from a 570. Pretty good. I mean, really good numbers from a 570, but overvolting in progress. What's the point? They spelled Camry wrong, I think. Hyundai Sentra. That's cheaper than the 2006 Camry. I'm serious. On the same price. Maxima. I'm not buying that. It's not gonna be like the rarest cars in the future. They're gonna be like, you bought a cheap car when it came out. You bought a cheap car after it came out. But like 20, 30 years in the future, they're gonna be like classic cars. And they're gonna store so much money or something. I feel like they would be expensive in the future. It's just like a guess. A Honda Accord. You could easily be selling that for $5,000, but hey. Truck! It's a truck! Why ain't you showing the cam? Oh, you just showed the cab. It's been there for years, man. It's been there for years. I want to see how good FJs appreciate their value. So let's find out. The Nissan 350Z. Those are the only ones that don't really depreciate since they stopped making them too. What the frick is this racer job? That's kind of cool looking, but hey, it's pretty ruined already. It's like, it's been a freaking wreck, okay? It's been a huge wreck. It's pretty cheap. It's like almost as much as my computer. So let's say, 2010 Honda Elantra, $3,900. They made the FJ in 2010, I'm pretty sure. 2007, bro, $16,500, and it's an FJ Cruiser. That's an ad. Yeah, see, this is how the Sentra, the Hyundai from 2009 was actually newer than this FJ Cruiser right here, and costed 4 times less. So it costed about a fourth the money as this FJ from 2 years ago. 2 years older than the Sentra. Yeah, but like, yeah, FJs suck. Look at a Mercedes-Benz. I'm like, bro, Mercedes-Benz depreciate that high. You see Mercedes from 2007? AMG. That's the high-end version of them. 2007, how much are those things? Oh look, $10,000 freaking dollars! $2,000. That's a rare AMG, so I mean, it doesn't really count. This is your average AMD, folk. That's a May Beach. I take out the whatever that is. Computer or something? Is that a wheel? Is that a Steely speaker? Is that a Steely speaker? It looks like it was made out of Steely. Mercedes, you're innovating with like making speakers out of Steelies. That's pretty insane. Number of guesses Steely. Whatever be something. No, bot. Why would you buy a Steely speaker? I mean, that looks kinda cool. PS5 disc version. This person definitely played it.
I worked out every day for a year and just lost 10 pounds. I've been doing, I've already lost 4
You bought the freaking earpiece set too? Oh.
the weight off.
This is a scalper if I've ever seen one. I mean, hey, the PS5 gives the same performance as my desktop that costs just as much or more. They cost more, actually. When a console, how much is mine? So let's do the math. 300. 120. I'm gonna do the math on my Apple Watch real quick. So we're gonna get. Let's just make up 1,000, right? So let's do 300 plus 200. I've been generous on this price tag. $953 on my computer. It's got a faster CPU and everything than that PS5 does. About the same as many ROPs too, so. How much? Don't you see voltage throttling? Let's do some current throttling. Will current throttle? Will it current throttle? Yes, it will! Performance suffering. That's why I have it at like 69. Yeah, 69 is a good for like ADP throttling, so yeah. Alright, now it's throttling. You see it's at 3.12 gigahertz, and now it's at like 5 gigahertz again. Now this stuff, that increases your clock. My thing likes to stay at 5 gigahertz because it crashes at like higher loads. L5.1. Now that's my cache frequency. That is the cache on my CPU. And that's the frequency of it that it's at. Anyways. You're gonna learn so much stuff today about computers. HP power supply. I got this HP charger. HP all in one. That's pretty cheap. Now I see a MacBook that costs more than my computer and has like worse RAM and everything. Now let's do a benchmark on CPU-Z, and I'm gonna tell you all of my RAM timing and everything. TRX. I want 200 more millivolts, not 198. Okay, so we're gonna find it. CPU-Z. CPU-Z. I'm doing 5 gigahertz like the software told me it was doing. Caches, not much money, not much. Now, DRM frequency. It's usually when you're like doing desktop apps and stuff. It's usually around half the speed of it actually running at. On-call frequency. That's basically my cache. XMP row file is that. Is it a memory timing? 1,203 clocks. Low row refresh cycle time. I even know what that is. I'm like, it looks good and doesn't perfect my performance too much. Cycle time 52. Easily is at like 39. That's me right there manually overclocking my computer. All of this right here. This is a little bit of manual overclocking. And here. And normally has that like 5, 4.8, 4.8, 4.8, 4.7, 4.7, 4.7, 4.7. So yeah. Thermal velocity boost enabled. Yeah, since I don't need throttling. I don't need current voltage throttling, which is already at like a super high voltage, 2 volts. That's why it's at like 80 watts. 80 watts, like, at idle. Live streaming. So, yeah. Let's look for cell phones, so. S20. I didn't know S20s would appreciate that badly. Holy smokes, that's bad. That phone is newer than my desktop, and that is 1/4 the price of the original price. Maybe because it's very used or something. Maybe it's broken somehow. No. It has to be a knockoff. Is it? I don't even know if it's a knockoff. Chevy Suburban, my favorite car, because those things are rollover hazards. If you roll over in them, you're dead. There's like videos of them are like the whole front end is like crushed to the is like crushed in. So like the roofline would be like this normally, and it's like this. It's like that high. It's like that low. And the front usually caves into like right there. Yeah, that's they call them rollover hazard vehicles. Because they kind of are. Ford actually was smart. They recalled them because of that issue. On their Explorers. And so they're kind of similar cars. They're a little different, but they're similar too. Acer computer! Acer! Ultra fast Acer! I can see the different hardware components in that thing. I bet you I know where the CPU is. Right there. Oh, right there. The CPU is right there. And that's where the heat pipe is, so I mean, hey. The heat pipe takes a nice turn. Jordans! Jordans, my dude. The most overpriced thing in the world. Those are used! Those look used. There's some scuffs on them, they're not worth as much money. Like, how much people pay for shoes? This amazes me. $180 and I want to see a GPU. That thing would outperform your shoes in running speed, dude. And it costs about the same. It costs the same. It's got GDR5. GDR6, I meant. Mine is GDR5, so. Core clock. Nah, it's kind of a loser core clock for one of those. 6 GB. Oh yeah, it's right because it's 196 2-bit. They just show GPU pile and they're like, here's this specific GPU we're selling. I see an old GPU. There's an NVIDIA Alcro FX model B172. Those are VGA ports. Those are VGAs. My motherboard had those. Just one of them though, not two. And you know how old that thing is. 2005, I think. I think 2001 or 2. And my favorite GPU, like ever made right now, is gonna be the ATI X. They're right there. You can't find it. Somebody bought it already. Somebody bought it already, darn it. You see what it looks like? So we're gonna go right here. Here we go. X A50. That's one of my favorite GPUs right there. One of these dudes. One of those. 2004. 256 megabytes of VRAM. DDR3. GDDR3. 256. It was a gaming GPU when it came out. It was a gaming GPU. But the thing's loud as heck. Oh, what this one is? Okay, this is a really cool looking one. It's got heat pipes. It's got everything. Iranian Spitfire! Help find the alien on the front cover of it. You want to see my GPU that's on my wish list? It's a 3060 Ti. This is a $400 graphics card. These ones are. That one is a $400 graphics card. They're about 2.5 times as good as my graphics card. Over, actually. Now we're gonna look for this. I'm like, what? You want one of these, boys? Shit's from China, dude. This is even better, dude. This card! This graphics card! It's forbidden! What's it forbidden? Let's download this image. Where is it? Yeah, that's not right, dude. But that's an iCraft GPU. That's what one looks like. Now, they're a limited edition, meaning that they're ultra rare. They're uber rare to find because they're so freaking rare. The 3060 Ti's are super rare, mind you. An RX 3060 Ti is even harder to is a limited edition of that card is harder to find than they're already hard to find 3060s. So I mean, yeah, nice try getting one. Out of stock? What? Out of stock! 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 These are the 30 series, by the way. Out of stock! Out of stock! Out of stock! Out of stock! Now, all the Bitcoin miners are buying these things up, so... No matter what version it is, water cooled or not, it's really expensive. Ay. No matter what comes with, they're buying it up like mad. None of these are iCraft. You see that? None of these are iCraft. Those are the really expensive ones. 3090s. 8K. 8K GPU. 28 gigabytes. A VRAM. Why on the air? Oh yeah, I'm enough of that. I have enough of this stuff. I have enough. I gotta go back to Egypt again and get into my YouTube studio. Okay, I'm checking this stuff now, so we're gonna do, Does replay follow? Christmas Carol. Christmas caramel dancing. Christmas is over, guys, so hey. Forbidden because it's Chinese or something? Yeah, I think I maxed everything on my CPU. Okay, bye everybody. I think I had enough streaming tonight.